Welcome to another episode of I Never Liked You with Matteo Lane and Nick Smith, and today we're talking about video games. Nick, we have to bring up the sign.
We are gamers.
No. This time, I want to say this has been months in the making. Nick was in charge of this. Nick.
Thank you, handmade by Jacob, who made the sign. It's beautiful.
It is a beautiful sign, and they did a great job. Nick did not give them the right measurements. Nick told me we were going to get a giant sign.
Well, I didn't want it to be too
Nick
big.
told me we were going to get a giant sign of I Never Liked You, and showed up with this on this wall back here. It wouldn't be featured.
It looks nice.
It looks amazing, but we need to get
I like it.
low.
No.
We need to get a larger sign.
I think it
I
looks
like it.
nice.
It does look
Chris
nice.
likes it, and it looks nice right there. The audience can see it.
I didn't say it didn't look nice.
You hate me and everything I stand for.
Yes.
New York City, I am doing a comedy show on June 20th. Yes, during Pride Month. So if you don't come, you're homophobic. At the Bell House in Brooklyn. It is going to be bigger and better than all of my past shows and a lot more me on stage. So if that's what you've been wanting, well, baby, you're getting it. I'm also having guest comics Paris Sachet, Sydney Washington, and Marley Gotterer. So you better not miss it. Get your tickets at the link in the description.
I just want to also point out, we're trying to figure out the next dates that we can shoot. And I go, I can do the 25th. And Nick goes, Memorial Day? And I go, yeah, are you busy Memorial Day? And he goes, I celebrate.
I do. Never forget.
Forget what?
Memorializing people.
Okay.
Memorial Day is just for dead people, though, right?
No, it's for the
Dead veterans. But that would be Veterans Day.
It's for 15-year-olds who are about to get their first driver's permit.
But no, it's just for remembering the dead.
Dedicated to honoring and mourning military personnel who died in service.
Oh, it is for the military.
Could you have worded it any worse?
But I
Just
thought,
dead veterans, right?
Well,
Just
because-
the dead, right? Dead people.
I remember.
Isn't
like,
that just a
my
day for the
mom-
dead? Dia de los Muertos. Wasn't that in Coco?
But she goes and plants flowers at my grandparents' grave. They weren't in the military. I thought it was just like to remember the.
It's not a
Dead.
day. That's Dia de los Muertos. You're confusing
No,
for
'cause that's in
Coco.
Mexico.
No, Memorial Day is specific to the military, Nick.
No, I think it's evolved.
You think it's just a
to memorializing anyone
Children,
that's
it's
passed.
Memorial Day. So gather around. I want to tell you about your Aunt Lucy.
Yes.
She was wonderful, and these are the days we're supposed to remember her. She was a wonderful woman. She made a wonderful cake.
Well, that's what my family does. So sue us. If remembering the dead on a holiday is illegal, lock us up, baby. Because that's what we're doing.
You are the worst lawyer.
We're proud to be an
an
American,
American,
where at least I know I'm free.
And I won't forget the man who died and singing the right thing.
Liza.
And I gladly stand up next to you.
I sang that song after 9/11. My choir thought to help, we'll learn this song in a
did
day and perform it at the school. And so we really felt like you were doing, which I was, you're a young kid and you're learning to. So that was the song my teacher chose. Anyway, so we sang it, and then I remember being next to this girl. I think her name was Melissa. I forget her name. She had really curly hair, and she was like, oh, what a stupid song, too. And I would be like, and what are you doing for your country?
I don't even know what we did after 9/11. I was honestly, and this isn't a bit, I was so young, like I barely remember. I was still in elementary school.
I was a sophomore in high school in Mr. Boldinger's class, and it was math
Shout
class.
out Mr. Boldinger.
Hey, I
Do you
failed
think
that
he
class.
watches?
No,
You failed a lot of classes.
I did. I didn't go to
You
school.
failed at life.
I didn't really pay attention. I was like, homework.
Yeah, because you didn't know what Memorial Day was.
I was too busy
Oh,
smoking.
yeah.
I was too busy smoking and drinking with my friends.
Despicable.
So we're talking about video games today. Now, we play a lot of video games, and we've talked
We're
about
gamers
this before.
now. We're streamers.
Oh, so now
We're
you admit that you're a
gamers.
gamer?
We're
You've
gaming
come
and streaming.
around.
You were streaming and gaming even before this podcast.
Correction.
Uh-oh.
I would like to retract my statement 5 seconds ago.
Oh.
I'm a specific gamer. Because I do think to call yourself a gamer, it's like people that like, that is their entire being. They're playing games or streaming games. Like they only play games and they're playing all these like World of Dungeons and the League of Legends and
Nice.
what's that
You got
other one?
That's a good one.
So let me get this straight.
Those are gamers.
Let me get
we
this
are
straight.
hobbyists.
Hobby.
Well, no one said we're professional. There's people who play basketball and professional athletes, but you can still say you're athletic. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. But that's what I'm saying. You can't. I don't think you can call yourself a gamer.
Okay,
if it's not your entire
all right,
personality.
fine. Let me back up. You play games every night,
Yes, but specific games.
and you play Dress to Impress. You play Among Us. You play Fall Guys. You play Fortnite. I mean, these are lots of different kinds of games.
Yes.
You play scary games that we'll play with each other. We play Overcooked with each other. So you are a gamer.
But
you
by
play every
playing-
night for hours a night.
What I'm saying is, if you talk
You know
to
how to
an
build in
actual-
Fortnite. You know how to build a 90.
If you talked to an actual self-identified gamer, and you said, "Oh, I'm also
No,
a gamer.
that's when they
I
say-
play Dress to Impress, Among Us, and Fortnite," they'd go, "Oh, you're not a gamer. You just like to play
No, Nick,
games."
you would say there's a professional gamer and gamers. Gamers is you think that the billions of dollars that the game industry makes just comes passively? It's people who play games a lot and they're gamers. Hi, I'm someone who games.
So would
but
you
not
call-
a professional gamer.
Would you call yourself a foodie?
Yeah, I have a cookbook.
I did forget that you had a cookbook. I did forget it. Buy it on Amazon.
I would consider myself a foodie. I have a cookbook.
Okay, well then never mind. My point's moot then. But like,
Someone can be a foodie
So
and
I'm
not
a
own a
spe-
Michelin star restaurant. You understand the difference?
I'm a specific gamer is what I would label
Fine.
myself as.
And which one's your favorite?
Currently, our obsession is with Dress to Impress.
Yeah, yeah.
I think my favorite is still and always will be Fortnite, just because like
Well, it's funny because like when we stream and we play Fortnite, some people drop off because they just don't get it. But we are the most vocal. Like Nick doesn't talk when we play Dress to Impress. He goes complete silent.
Fortnite is hard, I think, for people to watch in streaming because they like to see all of us together. And in Dress to Impress, you can see everyone's outfits and getting ready and everything.
You can see us all in Fortnite,
Not really. In
It's
Fortnite, it's
different.
just following
more
you.
combative.
And you
Well,
just
that's-
hear us.
right? But it's
If
more
they want to
podcasty,
see like
Yeah.
me in a tree sniping, they're not seeing that.
right? But they also said
Fall
like
Guy, you can see all of us. Or Overcooked, you see
no,
all
I
of
think that
us.
Fortnite's
Among
overstimulating.
Us, you see all of us.
I think Fortnite's overstimulating, and there's so much going on, like between the building and the meta constantly changing. So it's hard to like sink into. Where Dress to Impress is pretty basic. You're like a woman walking around putting clothes on.
I also don't know if our prime audiences of girls, gays, and days are as interested in shooting games as they are in like dress up and cooking
Yeah.
and hunting people down.
No, why don't you? Why don't you stream?
Because I don't have the setup.
That's it. Would you stream if you had the setup?
I don't know. Because honestly, you have to be so on and present. And I do monthly lives on my YouTube channel, like building Legos and everything. And even then, I find myself during it like
Well, I think that's a nutrition thing.
draining.
I think you need to work on
sometimes.
your nutrition.
Well, that's besides the point. But it is like being streamers, like you're constantly reading the comments and constantly having to talk and blah, 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 blah. And sometimes I just like to sit and play. And I don't want to have to like.
Well, we noticed that because everyone in the chat last night was like, is Nick dead? What happened to Nick? I'm concentrating. And then the shittiest dress comes down the runway.
That is not true. I am very good at the game.
You're not very good at the
I
game.
am very.
You are not
at
very
the
good at
game.
the game.
I am. I am better at that game than you. I am better at Overcooked than you. I am better at
not.
Fall Guys than
No.
you. I am better at Among Us than you.
No, you're
the
not.
only game you are better at is Fortnite.
I'm better at you, and I have way more wins in Dress to Impress than you.
Because you've played it more than me.
So I'm better than you. I have more wins and I've played it a week more than you. I'm better in Fortnite. I'm much better than you in Fall Guys. You can't do half the challenges. Half of them.
Who are you doing this bit for? I am significantly better in Fall Guys than you.
Chris, who do you believe?
No comment.
I believe in miracles.
I believe in miracles. Simmer, you're on the pod.
Shit.
Who is better at Fall Guys, me or Nick?
You are.
Simmer, why are you even talking
And
about?
Simmer is the best at all the video games than all of us. So if this is coming from Simmer, without even hesitation, Nick, Simmer said me.
He said you because you called him and you've threatened
That
him.
is not true. Simmer, you agree. I'm better.
Do you feel threatened right now?
Nick is asking if you feel threatened right now.
I don't know. I think you're better than me at Fall Guys, to be honest.
Well, that's for goddamn sure.
Okay, well, now Nick is... All right, thank you, Simmer. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the stream tonight. And Donnie will call back.
What games did you play growing up?
So we had a Nintendo. I remember my then, I think, godparents, which I don't think I've seen them since I was 6.
Okay.
Got us a Nintendo, like a little
Like,
NES.
yeah.
Nintendo, yeah. And we had Mario, and I think my cousins, I would play at my cousin's house. So I played a lot of Mario, the original Zelda, a game named, like some dinosaur game, I forget. There was a baseball game. But anyway, but then I moved to Super Nintendo because in first grade, my dad was sick in the hospital and almost died. So all my brothers and sisters and I had to sleep over at my cousin's house for Christmas, and they did it. And my cousin Michael got Super Nintendo, and we would all play Super Metroid with each other, and F-Zero, and then Super Mario 4. And we had Game Genie for the original Nintendo. Then it was Nintendo 64. Then it was GameCube. My cousin Brian and I played X-Men Legends and Mario Sunshine, and we just kept going and going and going. So I've been playing video games most of my life, all of my life actually.
My brother was much
Pokemon was huge. I mean, that's all. I was like addicted. My cousin and
still
I am, but like in a way that it was like a drug for a child. My cousin and I were addicted to Pokemon.
My brother was much more obsessed with video games than me, and he still is. And he would always get the Nintendo, then Xbox, then PlayStation, then whatever the newest one was, he wanted it and played those games. And I had a GameCube. I loved Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I played Spyro, that purple dragon.
Yeah.
And that's about, I wasn't like a big gamer. That's basically about
But you had a Switch.
But I played, Switch as an adult.
But when
I
did you
played
get
a lot of computer games. So I played Sims. I
Loved the Sims.
I loved Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh my
Loved
God, I
SimCity
love-
2000.
I loved Backyard Baseball.
That's
Do you
Really?
remember that one?
No.
Did?
What's backyard baseball?
Like a cartoon
God.
baseball game.
This is the
I
best.
remember my neighbor
They're
Caitlin
bringing it back,
Kearns.
you know, Nick.
My neighbor Caitlin Kearns had a Spider-Man disc game on her PC where like you could be the characters and like you could basically create an animation. Pick your background, pick the character, and like move them around and put the graphics and stuff. It was so cool. I loved it. That game, yeah.
I do think, and this will be my doctoral thesis.
Your what?
My doctoral thesis. That there is a direct correlation with what games a young boy plays and whether they turn out straight or gay.
Oh, I never played this.
Really? I loved
No,
I was so good at it.
Oh no. Okay. Well, yeah.
All right, so what games?
What?
So,
like I
like-
played The Little Mermaid on Nintendo,
Right.
And I played as Princess Peach in Mario 2 because she could float and she had a pink dress.
There you go. See? I mean, like
But then I also loved GoldenEye,
playing
but I played as Italia.
Sims, playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, playing Spyro.
I like
playing-
Spyro's a gay game.
I think those
I
are
don't
all
think Roller
gay
Coaster
games
Tycoon-
inevitably.
I don't think
Roller
Whereas
Coaster
my
Tycoon
brother
was that,
was
yeah.
playing like World of Warcraft.
I did too.
And
You did?
Yeah, I played for
Really?
a long time, and I had to
Wow.
stop. Yeah, it was
It's very
addicting.
addicting.
And my friend Sean, shout out to Sean who taught us how to pole dance. He also plays World of Warcraft.
oh,
It's a gay game too.
so maybe my brother's gay.
I don't think your brother's gay.
I don't think so. But like I think it's an indication.
Right.
Usually, I would say the more colorful games.
No, that's not true.
I think so. That's going to be my thesis.
I saw some study that said surgeons who played video games when they were younger have like a 37% higher chance of like performing
Killing
better.
someone? No. Isn't that what they say? That like video games leads to everyday violence. There was a Law and Order SVU episode about
I think
it.
politicians in 1999 after the Columbine shooting said that, and there's no
There's a Law and Order
statistic.
SVU episode about it.
Oh, and
so
that's real?
Well, it's based on what's the thing at the beginning? This based on true stories
The
or something.
true event is that there was someone who played video games. And a show that's been on syndication for 25 years needs stories.
I'm just saying.
Liza
if you
Minnelli was
played-
in Law and Order SVU.
If you
I'm
played
almost positive.
COD,
Yes.
Call of Duty,
Yes.
for those in the know,
Yes.
as opposed to Roller Coaster Tycoon, they're two very different violent
No,
games.
they say
Yeah, but
that,
I played both.
No, they say that CEOs of companies have a higher percentage rate of being sociopaths, and the CEO of a company is exactly what Roller Coaster Tycoon is. COD is not that.
Liza.
Is that her, right? I told
Beth
you.
Harney. That was her name.
My name is Beth Herney.
Oh, Beth.
And I know people are sick of my Liza impression, but I don't care. Now I'm going to move into
No,
Jessica
they're,
Lange.
they're not.
I'm moving in solely Jessica Lange now.
There's you stupid witches. I could cook an egg with the amount of. I couldn't cook an egg with the amount of heat on your back for this because I have to take care of it. Put it in the drink because the girl killed the football team with the other witch's back. She can't touch it. It's like Rogue from the X-Men.
They're
But
bringing
that
a
girl,
lot of those characters back.
Kathy Bates, is back, and
Oh, I love Kathy Bates. I just rewatched that season.
It's so
It's
stressful.
No, Coven is the best
It's
season.
stressful.
So campy and fun. It's a good time. You all know I love clothes and I love to shop, but specifically online shopping, and it's an addiction. And I'm working on that, okay? But jean shopping is always difficult because I feel like I kind of have a weird body. But the Perfect Jean reached out and basically sent us free jeans. So I was like, well, why not try? And to be honest, they are incredibly comfortable. The size fit, the color was great. They're flexible and movable. I kind of loved them. And I think I'm going to order more, especially their t-shirts. Who would have thought? The Perfect Jean Company also has the perfect t-shirt. I wear it to Pilates. I wear it out and about. It's been 752 degrees out in New York. I've been wearing that t-shirt left, right, and center. Love it. Imagine denim so stretchy that you could wear it to yoga, or well, I should say Pilates, because you know I'm on my Pilates journey. And while they're so comfortable, you practically forget you're even wearing jeans. And then all of a sudden you're getting compliments like, wow, those jeans look amazing. Where did you get them? Well, I got them from the Perfect Jean. Whether you're thick or skinny or short or tall, it doesn't even matter. The Perfect Jean has sizes and fits for literally everybody. For a limited time, our listeners get 15% off their first order plus free shipping at theperfectjean.nyc or Google The Perfect Jean and use code INLY15 for 15% off. That's 15% off for new customers at theperfectjean.nyc with promo code INLY15. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Fuck your khakis and get the Perfect Jean. If any of you are like me, you're constantly on the hunt for unique, cool pieces, whether it be clothes or bags or shoes that not everyone has. Well, Poshmark is perfect for that. I, as you know, love a small bag, and I went on Poshmark and found the perfect vintage Coach crossbody bag. And I got it, and it was such an easy process. I wear it every day. It's great quality. It was in great condition. I even have it right here. Look at it. I'm doing my best Vanna White with this bag. Great. Love it. Poshmark is the leading fashion resale marketplace shaped by real people and real style. Millions of new and pre-loved items, from daily wardrobe staples to vintage and luxury fashion, active-worthy pieces you thought you missed forever, current essentials, one-of-a-kind vintage finds. It's all there. Poshmark has so many different types of brands, and if you're bougie like me or want to be bougie but can't afford brand new, they have Coach, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Polo, Ralph Lauren. It's all there. And when you're ready for a closet refresh, you can earn real money selling the pieces you are ready to part with, reaching more than 80 million users on the platform. You're bound to find someone. New deals and styles are listed every day, so don't wait. Download the Poshmark app and use code INLY10 when you sign up to get $10 off your first purchase. Or shop now at poshmark.com/INLY10 and get $10 off your first purchase. That's POSHMARK.com/INLY10.
So how do you feel when you play video games? Because you're not good.
So
I'm joking. I'm kidding.
Interestingly, I've added it to my dating profile.
Let me back up.
And let me read it to you.
You said you're not a gamer, but out of all the things that you offer to tell a complete stranger you're interested in dating, you say you play video games.
Because the other things that I wanted to add, you all told me I couldn't.
Well, what was it?
It all led to the negative. I don't like people. I like laughing at people who fall. Remember? So I've changed it to, we'll get along if, I wrote the word if twice. Oof. We'll get along if you're also bad at video games, but enjoy the social aspect.
It makes it, give it to me, can I read it? With the two ifs, it makes it sound like this. We'll get along if you're also bad at video games, but enjoy the social aspect, Cinderella. There's a large carpet in the main hall.
I need to delete
Clean
the
it.
if. Oh, Lord. But I think that is good. And it's true because I'm not good at video games. And
No, okay, let me defend
I
Nick. Nick
enjoy-
actually is good at video games.
I'm not good at video games. I'm not terrible, but I'm not good. But I enjoy the social aspect.
Nick, you keep
That's
up with
why
me.
I play them.
You keep up with me,
I
Donnie,
don't
and
really.
Simmer in Fortnite.
Not
And you
really.
can't. The thing is, you have all the things you need to be good at it, but you just don't care.
I don't. And I don't care. That is part of it. But I don't have all the things. Like, I don't have as quick of reflexes and hand-eye coordination
Because your
as
fingers
all
are
of you.
too long.
That, and I'm frail and dainty. Doesn't my wrist look really pretty today? I noticed it on the screen earlier. Anyways, I have a delicate wrist. You have a very manly wrist.
What do you think of my hands?
All your arms are just very manly. It's very off-putting sometimes. Like they're just like a man's arm and wrist.
I do have man hands.
But like
you have nice hands. I don't have nice hands.
I have very just like
I look like I have gnocchi making fingers, and I have calluses everywhere.
ugh, that's from the lifting. This is delicate. These are unworked hands.
I feel like a Dutch painting of a princess.
These
You're like a countess,
are
a pale
filtered,
Dutch.
airbrushed hands and wrists.
And what has that given you in life?
Ooh, stop. Oh.
I've been able to do that since I was a child.
not-
Any
I gotta
doctors
take
out
the
there,
headphones off.
is
Taking
this
the headphones off.
is this normal?
Please stop.
Nick, your spine.
My other party trick.
Oh.
I've never done this for you. Come on, knock on a door.
Come on, knock on my
I'll
door.
be waiting for you.
I'll be waiting for you.
Those are my party tricks.
Donnie's
Anyways,
calling us in a minute. So this isn't over about the Fall Guys
but
comment.
I don't have all of this because also
You're not better at Dress to Impress than me.
well, that, yes.
No, you're not.
But you all really played games growing up. I just don't have that kind of like hand-eye coordination or dedication to it. So I'm just not as good. And I don't care to be that good. That's the other thing. I just don't care. But I enjoy the social aspect. And I do enjoy like running around and shooting people and gunning them down. But like,
It's always stressful when you're the last one alive in Fortnite and
yes,
we're all
which is
watching
usually
you.
me,
And it's just,
because I'm always the last one standing.
it's just like all of your instincts are just thrown out the window because there's times where you're good. And then there's times where you're just chaos magic.
Do you think video games have been bad for society?
No, I think I actually recently listened to another study where they talked about the effects of social media and video games on young people, and they talked about how with girls, young girls who don't play video games, it tends to go towards social media, which tends to lean towards self-loathing and appearances and how you feel, and it can be isolating.
Sure.
Where boys play video games with each other, and it's creating it connects them. It's talking about it. You learn how to work together, team building. You learn how to actually interact with other people at their worst and their best. It kind of gets you used to adapting to other people in
So
work
then
environments.
explain the male loneliness epidemic.
Well, I'm not saying
Because
that
it's
there's
not working.
I'm not saying there's not a male loneliness epidemic. I'm just saying with young people, the difference between like only being on social media or playing video games with each other, it shows statistically that playing video games, not significantly, but with your friends, it's like social and actually can be good. And requires you to learn how to work with one another. Because I believe when you play video games, it truly shows you who that person really is and how that person functions.
Sure. And there are some psychopaths out there.
There are.
We've encountered. There are some psychopaths, including some in this room. Yeah, I don't know. My brother still plays them to this day. He's obsessed with them. But I'm a passive gamer.
For hours a day.
Is the best description.
For hours a day. You're not passively doing anything.
Passive gamer.
No, you're not. You're playing a video game. It doesn't matter if it's putting a dress on a model or if you're shooting someone in World War II. It does
matter.
No, it doesn't. It's a game.
Someone in World War II. What
Call
game is
of
that?
Duty. What is wrong with you?
Call of Duty's World War II?
They have
all
different...
No wonder I didn't know when it was.
They have all different types of...
I didn't get my education
They have all different
from
types
COD.
of Call of Duty. Whatever.
You would have known a lot more history if you played.
Based
play
on the
Assassin's
Korean
Creed.
War or something?
No, they don't.
I'm kidding.
When was the Korean War?
In the 60s, yeah?
No.
50s?
Yes.
Vietnam was after or before Korea?
After.
That was the 60s. After the Vietnam War, was the next war in our country not until the Bush
there was like the Cold War, and then there was like...
The Cold War wasn't a war.
Well, it was a long thing that started all... It was like a long history.
It was cold.
You don't know what that means, do you?
It was dormant.
Ooh.
Right? It means it's not an active war. It's more like a verbal dormant war. Is that what Cold War means?
The Persian Gulf War was the next war after Vietnam.
Who was president for that?
That was Clinton.
The first
91.
1991 was either last of
Clinton
Bush or beginning of Clinton.
Rosebud's grandpa.
Yeah. No, that was the Iraq War.
Well, no, he was around for this as
it
well.
was George
probably.
H.W.
Yeah, so her grandpa. Shout out Rosebud.
My dad's dad was in World War II.
No, my dad's dad, I think, was in the Korean War. And by think, he was in the Korean War. Shout out grandpa. Yeah.
What was your grandpa's first name?
So that's interesting. Legally, his first name is Harold. But everyone calls him Tuffy to the point where I was like 13 before I found out his name isn't Tuffy.
Did you call him Grandpa?
I called him Grandpa, but I would always hear everyone call him Tuffy.
Right.
And it wasn't until literally I was like 13 that someone said Harold. And I was like, who the fuck is Harold? And they were like, your grandfather. I was
We
like,
call
what?
our grandpa Pops.
Well, I called him Grandpa, but like, and then it turned out, I mean, I come from like small farming area.
Really?
All of his siblings
You do?
all have nicknames. So like, I didn't know any of their real
You
names.
from a small town?
His one brother's called Dutch.
What?
My one aunt, who we would always
And then you
sort
were
of like
produced?
joke around with her, we would call her Aunt Dickie. I thought her name was Dickie. It wasn't until she died I learned her name was Juanita.
Okay. There was a grocery store in Galena, Illinois called Dick's.
Sporting Goods?
No, Dick's. And then they have, like the insider card. So we literally have a Dick's insider card. But my grandma called it Richard's.
Because she's classy.
She didn't want to call it Dick's. So yeah, with video games, I mean, yeah,
Did your brother play video games?
no. My cousin Michael, my cousin Brian, and I play video games.
So what would your brother do?
Did he play video games? He played a game like called Myst, and he would play like. No, he wasn't a gamer at all.
Did you ever play with Barbies?
Yeah, my sister, not only my sister Megan and my cousin Megan and cousin Kelly had Barbies, my cousin Brian would play with them, but my mom knew a woman who would sew these dresses, like these big dresses for them, almost like the King and I dresses. Remember those? So like these big dresses, so we would all have dresses for our Barbies. And I had a Little Mermaid Barbie that I loved.
I had a younger cousin, Samantha. Shout out Samantha. She's 4 years younger. And she was the first girl cousin in a long time in our family. So I remember she finally was getting into Barbies. I would go down to their house almost every day to play with her Barbies or her like hair things that they got. It's no wonder my family was just like, yeah, we know you're a
But they were accepting.
Yeah, of course. But literally, when I was a little boy, my grandma the other day when we were in Florida, she goes, do you remember when we would play cards? You'd come up with your parents and we'd play cards and you would just stand there doing my hair and I would let you do my hair. I was like, I don't remember it, Grandma, but...
Do you know what bothers me? It's my biggest pet peeve is when someone says, we knew you were gay before you did.
Every single person said that.
But doesn't it make you irate? It fills
Not
me with a
really.
rage that I can't even quite...
But why?
Well, because it's like saying...
Like you wish they told you?
No, it's like them trying to say like, we don't want to recognize your trauma.
Or like minimize it.
It's basic. I understand what they're saying is like, we don't care, blah, 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 this and that. But it's like, you should have cared. I cared. I went through some really dark times.
But in my opinion, I don't think they mean it in we don't care. Because literally when I came out, every person, mom,
Same.
every person was like, well, yeah.
Same.
Even my grandma, who I told, literally was like, well, yeah, I mean, we all talked about it and assumed, but we weren't going to be the ones to say. But none of that pissed me off because I was just like,
Well,
yeah.
you don't have feelings.
Well, I don't have feelings. And you know why.
You know why you don't know.
You know why.
The schooling.
But it didn't piss me off because I was like, well, of course, like looking back, I'm like, of course they knew.
I think you're missing the point. The point is that like I went through such dark times and such self-hate.
I mean, yes.
That to hear someone try and minimize that by being like, we knew before you, it's like, but you didn't. You weren't there on those nights. You did not see that.
They weren't on the front lines.
Of course.
Sure.
But I understand what they're saying. I understand what they're saying. I'm not taking offense
But do
to
you
it.
understand what they're saying?
But you're trying to make it sound like I don't. And I'm just saying, like, it just made me feel like you're minimizing something that was important to me. And me telling you, it took so much strength, whether we knew it or not, whether I'm wearing my Michael's apron or not. Me saying this is more important, but people don't have that wherewithal to kind of put that into context.
Right.
And so they minimize it and brush it off, you know?
I get where you're coming from. It's not like I don't
And I get where you're coming from.
But I just
You're
mean
a
like
monster.
in my perspective, I wasn't like, don't fucking, that's...
But this is also the difference in our personalities.
Yes. Whereas I was just like, oh, well, of course you knew. I don't know why I was like, this will be a surprise to them. Of course. I was doing musicals.
Are you saying musicals make people gay?
Yes. And if you're straight doing a musical, you're gay. At least a little bit. And I stand by that.
There is something odd about seeing a straight guy stand and being like, when the time, like that. I don't know.
Because they're not ultimately fully straight at the end of the day.
They are straight.
They're not. I stand
just
by it.
because they sing
Clip
doesn't
it.
mean they're.
Clip it. If you're a straight male performer in musical theater, I think you're a little gay. And I stand by it. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not derogatory, and you're homophobic if you think it is.
Do you see how you pressure people? Do you see
Why
how
am I so aggressive?
so aggressive, and you're like a dictator.
Wow.
What, how dare you?
Well, this Memorial Day, I am going to learn. I am going to learn. I am going to reflect
Reflect on what?
my memories.
Memory.
Because Memorial Day is nothing without its memories. Now, quote that. You were gagged by that.
It was the most embarrassing thing.
No, you were gagged
It's
by that.
the most-
That was some Maya Angelou shit.
Don't you ever put yourself in the same boat as Maya Angelou.
Memorial, put it on a T-shirt.
Hold on a
Memorial
second.
Day is nothing
Before
without
this,
its memories.
before this ends.
I could be a fucking speechwriter.
For who?
Put that on a poster in a classroom.
I'm going to have you write me a speech right after this phone call with Donnie.
And I will.
He said 1 minute. That was 6 minutes ago.
He's a liar.
Hello?
Donnie, you're on the pod.
And be
Oh
honest.
my god.
We need, and Simmer already made his choice, so we need to make your choice too, which I know you know the right
and
answer.
be honest.
Oh god.
Who's better at Fall Guys, me or Nick?
Oh god.
You know you want to say it, so say it.
Matteo. I don't think Nick knows the rules to any of the games.
They're doing a bit.
I
They're
think, like,
doing
the
a
first
bit.
times where
Hang up on him.
He's the first eliminated. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm always the only one surviving.
Nick, that is, we have video footage of you.
Yeah, we do have video footage of me prospering, thriving.
We called
Not
Simmer.
the word I've used.
We called Simmer without even missing a beat. He said I was a better player.
You two are flopping around on Fall Guys, barely making it through. I'm girl bossing.
He also thinks he's better at Among Us than us, and he thinks he's better at Dress to Impress.
And am.
Nick was good last night in Dress to Impress. I think he took performance-enhancing drugs last night.
He drank a Diet Coke.
Donnie, do you think that this phrase that I'm about to say is very profound?
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Memorial Day is nothing without its memories.
You're a fucking idiot.
It's kind of profound.
You're a
It's kind of deep.
fucking
Homework.
idiot. Baseball is nothing without a ball and a bat.
The next time,
That's literally what you said.
The next time a Democrat wins president, I will be poet laureate. Mark my words. Here today. Mark it.
All right, Donnie, we'll see you tonight.
All right, see you tonight. Bye.
Real quick, I want you to write a speech for me.
We've got to wrap it.
I'm ready. Ready? Nick Smith, now that we've hired you as Matteo's speechwriter, this has to be done real quick. We need a short speech. But this speech, Matteo is giving a presentation where he's talking about sustainability and energy renewable
Why would they ask you to do that?
because the way he makes people laugh restores and circulates energy in a way that we're trying to metaphorically connect those two things. So energy and sustainability. We need you to write a speech for Matteo about that, and we need it to start with a phrase that will end with that phrase, like a little callback, like that Memorial Day speech you did on the steps of the White House.
The groundbreaking Memorial Day
That's right, the
speech.
one that we'll never forget. How you moved down to here
Never forget.
is up to you. That's for 9/11. So
That was my personal
So
one.
real quick, we only have 3 minutes left. You've had the speech prepared, of course, yes?
Of course.
Okay, so by all
And
means.
this is for energy and sustainability in the workforce
No, for like
for
renewable energy and
renewable energy and
sustainability, for like
sustainability.
water usage, electricity.
Okay.
You understood this.
Yes. Ladies, gentlemen.
We don't.
It's my speech. Ladies, gentlemen, thems, theirs. I come to you today to talk about something that affects all of us, and that is our planet and how long it'll be here. I look at little Johnny and little Susan, and I say, do you want a place to live, or do you want to explode into the ethos? Because if you want a place to live, now is the time to take action. And that action is renewable energy, i.e. water and resources to save the planet. Heard of Captain Planet? Be your own captain. I am the captain now. It's time to take hold of the renewable resources provided to you by Mother Nature themselves and spread the good word. Because at the end of the day, we are a planet and not just people. Thank you. This match was approved by Matteo Lane's team. Now I ate with that. I fucking ate with that.
That was the darkest.
It was so dark.
I'm expecting the Iosauron behind me as I say it.
That was the stupidest, darkest speech. You opened a speech about energy, renewable, sustainability by telling little Tommy and little Jan, do you want to explode into the ethos?
Do they?
Sir, ma'am, Smith, I don't think we can use this speech.
Oh, you will be using it.
It was supposed to be a comedy speech.
And you're laughing.
And also, I don't think you know what you're talking about. You said to use what Mother Nature gave you. The problem is we're running out of those resources.
Yeah, because we're not waking up.
What?
Thank you for watching and listening to another episode of our podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please join our Patreon for bonus episodes. Please buy our merch. And until next time.